Welcome to the Unproductive podcast, episode
Hey.
1-1. It's the one after 10. I'm Tyler.
I think that's blood.
I'm Erik.
11-teen.
Why does 11 exist? All right, we're talking about the anime Kill la Kill today.
Yep. That dirty weeb trash known as Chinese cartoons.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Japanese anime that I finished in the past 24 hours.
All right.
Out of all the ones I finished in the past 24 hours, this was absolutely the best.
It's kooky. It's crazy.
It is kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. It's good.
It's a good weird though.
It's Kill la Kill with C's in it.
So it's made by Trigger. Made mostly of people from
Gainax.
Who
left after Gainax went through some trouble during the production of Gurren Lagann, and they're like, well, fuck this, and they left and made Trigger. One of Trigger's first things they made was Inferno Cop.
God, I love Inferno Cop. We gotta do like a commentary of Inferno Cop sometime.
Yeah. I think, don't quote me on this, I'd have to look it up, but I think they made My Little Witch Academia. Don't quote me on it though. I don't know all what Trigger's made, because Trigger does a lot of like
just look it up.
Small stuff.
We need to be correct on this.
Sure we do.
My
Anyway, get into Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill. If you haven't seen it, don't fucking listen to this, because we're gonna spoil the shit out of it. It's really good. It's on everything. It's on Crunchyroll. If you don't have Crunchyroll, it's on Netflix. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Pretty sure you can find a bunch of stuff.
You can at least watch the fights on YouTube.
There's no excuse. If you haven't watched it, watch it now.
It is good.
So, you mentioned Gurren Lagann. Everyone, a favorite topic of...
Studio Trigger was founded by former Gainax employees Hiroyuki Imashi and Masahiko Otsuka in August 2011.
Okay, did they make Little Witch Academia? I thought that was the...
Yes, Little Witch Academia in 2017. They made Kill la Kill when Supernatural becomes commonplace. Well, battles became commonplace in Kisniver. I know it's supposed to be something that sounds good, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. So, favorite pastime of your local modern internet weeb is to compare Gurren.
Yo, they worked on Black Dynamite.
I don't know Black Dynamite.
It's a
Adult Swim show, right?
Yeah, it's an Adult Swim show.
Oh. I think I might have heard of it, actually.
Yeah. They've done some animating for Steven Universe, too.
That's bizarre. Is it a Japanese anime, then? Is it one of my Japanese animes now?
I hope not. It lowers the form. Lowers the art form as a medium. Okay. Anyway, let's get back into Kill la Kill. My bad.
We're reaching places we've never reached before.
Anyway, what was the last thing you said?
Oh, I was just gonna say people love to compare it to Gurren Lagann, but I haven't seen Gurren Lagann. I'm also not really interested in doing that.
I wouldn't really compare them that much, other than like kind of art style. But other than that,
they're just goofy art styles in general. Like
goofy art style, goofy humor, a bit. Women with big boobies.
Last night after I finished, I did watch the Digibro video where he kind of compares them a little bit. He's like, people always compare them, like, I think this one's better, but then he talks about like how they're like almost opposites thematically and how they're both like super like reference heavy and stuff.
Yeah, and also, they do this thing where they save money on animation, like regular animation, so they can spend more money on the fight scenes, which I like a lot because that's what I'm watching this anime for. It's not a slice of life or anything. I'm watching it for the fight scenes.
So. I don't know. Are we talking about the animation? First topic, I guess.
Yeah, we can.
It's good.
Yeah, it's
fucking hilarious.
It's smooth like butter, though.
It's fucking hilarious. It's got the funniest fucking like animation jokes.
Yeah.
Everything fucking Mako does is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mako's there for
the way they like censor the nudity with like glowing lights.
Yeah.
Conspicuously placed glowing lights is really funny.
The Mikisugi, the teacher, like you can still see his nipples though. He's got like purple light on his nipples, but you can still see the outline of his nipples.
It's fucking hilarious.
Clothes size on him every time he gets like fucking naked. They just slide off.
He takes his sunglasses off and his clothes just slide off. Nudista bicho.
They do it good. They do it good by covering up like they're trying to save.
Yeah, you don't really, unless you start to think about it, you're like, oh, yeah, they are kind of saving stuff for the fight scenes, but if you don't think about it, and you just watch it, you're like, oh, okay, this is fine.
They just do it good.
And it's just unique.
Yeah.
There's no other show that has animation like Kill la Kill, so it makes it interesting to watch and interesting to talk about.
Yeah. Story's good, too. There's not a whole lot to say about the animation other than it's really good because none of us know how to draw. The story's good. I almost feel like they kind of lose the plot a bit towards the end.
I feel like there's no plot until the end.
Yeah, it's all a lot.
The first 12 episodes are literally just like
build up.
They're not even build up. They're just like some shit happens.
Yeah.
And then Nui shows up in episode 13, and then the plot kind of starts going.
Yeah.
And then it kind of dilly-dallies a little bit for a few episodes with like the Tri-City raid.
Right, and then
once it hits 16, it's just like overdrive for like the last 8 or 9 episodes.
Yeah, and then like Ryoko switches sides, she switches Kamui's, and like it's like what the?
She gets
she gets
hypnotized.
She puts on Junketsu instead of Senketsu. Like, all right, this show has living clothes in it.
That's the whole like point of the
life fibers. They're made out of life fibers.
Yeah,
like these alien.
A meteor crashed into a while, and they used it, and it contained life fibers, which were parasites of some sort.
Yeah,
and people used them to make clothes, and then
you are all pigs wearing human clothes.
Yeah, and then like
if you like feet stamping on the ground, you'll like this show. By the way, they do this weird thing of like you just see a foot, you see a heel hit the ground, and then the foot slaps. They do it a lot too.
These alien parasite clothes guided the evolution of humanity, and like
where have I heard this before?
The villain's goal is to like turn the world into a big clothing fiber, so it can like disseminate throughout the galaxy and like spread. Because she like worships these magic clothes. She's a crazy bitch.
She's also kind of hot. She's got weird rainbow hair.
Do we want to talk about characters?
All right, we're gonna go through this podcast like the show goes through. We're just flying into anything.
Fuck it up.
So, characters. Main character Ryoko Matoi, right?
Yeah.
All right. She's our protagonist.
She's a boss ass bitch.
Yeah, she kind of is.
Take no shit.
She's got this cool sword she fights with.
Yeah, it's unique.
Yeah, because it can cut life fibers.
And
she has this. I like her design because she has like black hair and then like one red streak in it, which looks cool. But the stupid thing about that red streak is she gets mind controlled by life fibers, and the red streak turns into a blade and cuts through her. Man, what is that?
It's
like,
a life fiber itself.
Okay, well, all right. This is like full spoiler mode now.
Yeah.
Like, if you made it this far and you plan on watching it, get out of here. She's like made of
life fibers.
She's like half human, half like life fibers. So
yeah,
she's kind of like she can like weaponize parts of her body, but pretty much.
Yeah, that was weird.
You can also rip her heart out, and she still survives.
Yeah. Basically, it like. So I guess we can go in then and go to Senketsu, because Senketsu is her partner.
Her kamui, her outfit.
Yeah, her sailor outfit.
Feeds off her lifeblood.
Yeah, her blood.
They form a powerful friendship by the end.
Yep, and then he dies.
That last fucking scene, dude.
Dude, and he goes, "A girl must always give up her sailor uniform." As he burns up, you're like, "Fuck!"
And then she's just crying. I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!"
Dude, I almost cried.
Dude, I was really emotional when I was watching it.
I know, right?
I was like, I didn't think. That's how I knew that I really liked the show, because like I was really slow watching it because we watched it together, like the first half of it.
Yeah, the first half of it.
And then I watched like the last half of it in the past week. And then Like, the first half, I was like, it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining, but, like, I wasn't, like, super into it. And then, like, episode 15 and 16 came around, and then, like, they're, like, mobilizing against Ryoko, the main villain.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright, yeah. But then by, like, episode 23 and 24, when, like, all the hype shit happens, and I was, like, emotionally invested. I'm like, Jesus.
You can feel your heart palpitating, and then Junketsu burns away in the atmosphere, and you're like, what? Oh my god!
Or like Mako's like, when you get back, we have to go on a date. I'm like, oh god.
Woo. And then, like, they kind of, then at the end, no, I guess we can go into Mako. Mako's the comic relief character. She's Ryoko's...
She is.
She's Ryoko's best friend, and housemate. Because she lets Ryoko live with her in her parents' house and whatnot. Mako is a good friend to the end, except for, like, 2 episodes. Like, 1 episode, because she gets, like, they start Fight Club.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it, though. And so, in the way you go up in this, it's like a school anime with, like, fights and shit.
It's very weird.
Also, you go up in rank and get a different star uniform with, like, more life fibers in it. And Mako becomes a 2-star uniform user, right?
Yeah.
2 or 3. And she gets, like, Jotaro's jacket and his hat. And she could just, like... She just throws out... She, like, learns how to fight. Because she gets
brass knuckles.
Yeah, she gets giant brass knuckles.
In the final battle, when she just shows up with the Jotaro outfit on, I was, like, fucking hyped.
I know, right? And another character, Gamagori, is like this giant dude, right? And he, like, it's implied that he has a crush on her, and, like, one of the last scenes is, like, them, like, showing their adventures kind of at the end, and, like, they show him, like, with, like, a bouquet of flowers, like, all nervous, and he's about to walk up to Mako.
It's funny because he's like 4 times as tall as she is.
Yeah.
He's a fucking gorilla.
But he's, like, cool, though.
His fucking suit is actual awesome. Gorilla. It's an actual gorilla. He's
like a weird masochist.
No, let's talk about Satsuki before we talk about the Elite Four.
Alright, fine.
We must delve
Satsuki is the...
She seems like she's the main antagonist at the beginning, but then her mom shows up who's...
actually evil. Like, the plot twist is that Satsuki's actually good and has been training this whole school to fight her mom.
Yeah.
Who's a weird molester.
Yes. And made me very uncomfortable.
Incest.
It's supposed to.
I know.
It's supposed to.
Fucking awkward. I did not... She's like, let's go bathe in this pool, and then she starts touching her kid, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Could you not?
It's a little...
She's an evil, but I can't think of it like...
an evil way.
She's not like the most complex villain ever, but she's like so detestably like awful in every way that it works.
Right. It gets like she's a good villain, but she's such a good villain. I hate her.
She's not an interesting villain, but she works for the show, I think.
Yeah, most villains I like.
Yeah,
but like you just gave me a villain I can't like at all because she's a child molester.
There's literally nothing likable about her whatsoever. She has no redeeming personality trait.
No.
She doesn't like kind of actually love her kids.
Other than her fucking music that goes along with her.
Oh yeah, Blumenkrantz is so great.
Well, the whole soundtrack is really good. All the music's really good.
Yeah. I guess Satsuki, she wears Junketsu.
This is another
Kamui that doesn't talk though. And it's more like evil. It's more like animalistic and like
the plot twist is it's meant for fucking Ryoko though.
Well, it's like Ryoko infuses it with like special life fibers or something that enable it to like possess Ryoko.
Yeah.
But then when Satsuki and all the rest of the gang get her out of it, they like re-tailor it, and then Satsuki can wear it again in the final battle. So I guess they do something to get rid of it. They don't really explain it that much. But
well, no, of course not. But like, I like Junketsu because his color scheme's really cool for like in terms of what he is. Well, what it is, because he's like white and blue, like very regal and like it's like called purity, but it's like this like violent animalistic like gotta kill stuff. And Senketsu and Ryoko, when they transform, they do life fiber what is
synchronization.
Synchronization. But when Satsuki transforms, she has to do life fiber override. She's gotta force this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then, so I guess we can go into the Elite Four then, or
Yep.
Elite Four.
Gamagori's the only one I know the name of off the top of my head.
I know Sanayama, Nanan, Gamagori, and I can't remember the computer guy because he never really does anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk about him first. I don't like him. He's annoying.
He's fine. Like,
he's not really expanded on as much.
No, he's just kind of there a lot of the
time.
time.
None of them besides, like, Gamagori have a ton of stuff, but I would still like, Uzu and Nanan.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Gamagori's, like, the coolest one, I think. Because he's like the head of the discipline. He's
like the main Elite Four guy, too. Whenever story stuff happens and one of them is involved, it's usually him.
Yeah.
So.
He's also, like, they're not evil. Like, the Elite Four are not, like...
No, they're just...
objectively evil. Like...
No, they're just super loyal to Satsuki.
Yeah.
This whole time they've been part of her plan, like...
Yeah. They're the only ones who know the plan.
Yeah. And her butler.
Oh, yeah, and her butler, I
Satsuki's
forgot.
butler with the tea. That was fucking awesome, too. Like, they're on the boat and he just rolls out, like, this giant tea cart.
I have tea for everyone.
And then they're sipping, they're like, man, I wonder if I'll ever get to taste this tea again. And Satsuki's like, yeah, you will. Tomorrow we're having more tea. After we win.
Yeah, boy. Gamagori, his thing is like... His Goku uniform is what they're called. He whips it, like, the more you hit him, the stronger he gets, and, like, unleashes it. But he can whip himself. that part's really weird, and I'm like, this is kind of, I don't know about this.
Like, again.
Because Ryoko's like, oh, I just won't hit you then. And she just stands there staring at him. And he's like, well, if you're not going to hit me, I'm going to hit me.
And you're like, oh.
Okay.
This has turned BDSM.
So I don't have much else to say about Gamagori.
Oh.
Sanayama is the swordsman guy.
He gets a backstory too, I think.
Yeah, they all kind of get a backstory. Well, all the Elite Four get a backstory.
For, like, how they met
Satsuki. Yeah, how they met Satsuki. Sanayama is like, he's the kendo, he wields a kendo stick.
Yeah. He's the portrayed bully of the school, like he's got a gang.
Well, he used to, and then
he used to have a gang.
Then he got, like, beat up by Satsuki and joined her. His whole, like, he gets beat by Ryoko for the first time, and he's like, well...
I relied on my eyes.
I relied on my eyes too much, so my eyes shut as part of my shame. I'm like, what the... And he's like, now I'll just hear everybody. All right.
He does turn, like, fucking ultimate, like...
Yeah, he does get cool. It is cool, and then he gets his eyes back.
Yeah, does he just, like... I was kind of confused about that. Does he just, like, unsew them, or...?
Yeah. He didn't, like, cut his eyes out. He sewed them shut. Other than that,
I mean, he's cool.
Yeah, he's a cool
he's fine.
character.
Every character is kind of, like,
he's, like,
short compared to, like, Ryoko or Satsuki, or, like, the big four.
Yeah. Everyone kind of almost gets a pairing off in the anime itself. He kind of pairs off with Satsuki a bit. Because they kind of have a lot of chemistry in the show itself.
Well, no, I feel like he and fucking Nanan are always arguing.
Yeah, but Nanan...
Like, in a very, like...
But Nanan's always, like, goes more at it with the computer guy. They kind of go at it more. Alright, Nanan's the music girl.
Kind of cute, but not cute than Sasuke. Or
Sasuke. Alright,
Sasuke.
we got Naruto over here.
Yowie.
Naru Tard.
I like Nanan. Nanan's just like number I always have trouble with my favorite character in the show because, like, Ryoko's so cool, Nui Harumi's so cool, and then I'm like, oh, Nanan's cool too.
Don't forget, Mako's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but I don't like Mako that much.
She's high crazy.
I know she's high. Like, I like her, but she's not like...
I like Ryuko and Mako and Satsuki, like, equally.
Yeah. Nanan has a really cool boss fight. I like her boss fight a lot.
Yeah.
Not boss fight, or... I guess it's a boss fight.
There's a game coming out, Kill La Kill.
Dude, that'd be hype, fucking, like, a character action game for Kill La Kill.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Even a Muso game would be kind of cool.
Platinum. Make it.
Yeah, but like I hate that everything's getting a Musa because a Musa is like the lazy version.
Yeah, kind of.
Musa's like tap X twice. Dude.
You press the XXX and the Y. I want to press the XXX with Ryoko, though. Anyway, before I go to jail.
Going to jail.
I guess we can talk about Ryoko's... I guess it is Ryoko's mom. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Ryoko and Satsuki are sisters.
Yeah.
What's your... Raggyo.
We already kind of talked about her.
Yeah, she's... Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about her. She's like, I want to be...
She's been scheming, molesting, and experimenting on all of her children for forever.
All two of them.
In the end, she doesn't, like... Her plane is stopped, and Ryuko's like, come back to Earth in peace, and then they're in space.
Yeah, they're in space.
And she's like, how shameful, and she reaches inside of herself, pulls out her own heart, and she's like, when I crush this, my life fibers will scatter, and maybe they'll go throughout the stars or something. And she just crushes her own heart.
Okay, yeah,
like, that's how, like, she could not even, like, suffer the thought of losing, so she just killed herself.
Yeah. I guess we could talk about Nui Harumi. One of my favorite... I like her a lot.
I like her, too.
Our buddy from school who was watching this, he would watch it at school. You know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't. You can tell me later.
Yeah. When I told him, I was like, yeah, I watched Kill la Kill, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, that Nui chick, kind of like her. He's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? He almost like threw me up against the wall. He's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, dude, calm down. I like this character. She killed
Ryuko's dad, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's kind of fucked up, though.
I like her character. I like her that she's fucking insane.
Yeah.
She's
fun.
She's fucking nuts, dude.
My arms.
She can't be a tailor without her arms.
Well, she was.
Oh yeah. What'd she end up doing? Like,
she made the Shinra. She made this, Kotetsu or whatever.
This giant chandelier of life fibers and fucking.
I need to rewatch this. It's been a while.
It absorbed Raggyo's like assistant, and it activated the special power or whatever.
God.
And then she got those black arms.
Yeah. Now I remember.
They turned into wings. That was cool.
Yeah. I don't remember how she.
ultimate life form.
I don't remember. Doesn't Ryoko kill her? Like.
No, she. Raggyo's losing. She's like, Nui, give me your body. And then Nui's like, yeah. Okay, mama.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This fucking show is weird.
Well, I mean, Nui is like a fake life form born in a womb made out of life fibers.
Yeah. Fucking intense.
Like, that's creepy. I like her design.
As this is going on, there's a bunch of tailored suits, like giant, like
there's like
suits.
Like the second half of the show, it's like a war against living suits that are absorbing people.
Yep.
Fucking Skynet.
Yeah, kinda. I guess we can talk about Mikisugi then. Mikisugi is Riko's homeroom teacher, and also mentor in the group known as Nudist Beach.
The hottest man alive in this show.
Yeah, he's kind of cool. He's like Nudist Beach is like they're the group fighting the plans of the what's the company called? I don't remember.
It's like Revox.
Oh yeah, Revoc. Because it spells covers backwards. It's like what? Then what's the red-haired dude's name that shows up with?
I don't remember.
He's cool though.
His sister died during life fiber experiments.
Yeah, and
made,
he's like
the scissor blade.
Well, no, that made the Kamuis. And he's like, that's why I hate them.
No, well, his sister worked with Ryuko's dad, like in his private experiments,
to make Senketsu.
Oh, okay. They're made Ryuko and like Senketsu and the scissor blade were all kind of made at the same time.
I guess it's weird.
Like he altered Ryuko and made Senketsu, and
he did it to combat them because he knew.
Yeah,
he was tired of the experiments when her dad went away, and then fucking broke his back to become an old man.
My favorite part about one of my favorite quotes is like, so why when Junketsu transforms, why does it show so much skin? And Mikisugi straight up goes, you can blame your dad's tastes for that. It's like, and like it cuts to him like doing a thumbs up, I'm pretty sure. It's like, what the fuck? I don't think there's very many characters left to talk about, is there?
I mean,
Mako's family, or her creepy younger brother.
Yeah, they're thrown to the side at the end of it, like
yeah,
tossed.
Yeah,
I mean they're like they
help fight, but like
they're doing like
they're not the most important characters.
No, they're just there.
Yeah,
they're there the whole time. They don't do anything super plot.
The little brother, but the dad,
their mom. Her mom's kind of hot. Her mom's kind of hot.
She cooks the best though. That's a good meal.
Yeah. Satsuki's butler who makes tea. He's there.
He does shit for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Then he's gone again.
Yo, why? You know, I'm really disappointed because like he didn't fight with strings. In this show about strings, he didn't fight with strings. Every butler always fights with.
He didn't fight at all.
I know, but like every old butler man always has like a glove that with like cool strings on it. You know what I mean?
Thinking of Helsing there.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. Like that would have been a cool reference. With like have a dude fight with strings. I've never understood the fighting with strings.
I've never even heard of fighting with strings until you just said it.
It's a Helsing thing.
I haven't seen
Helsing's like
the butler fights with strings.
Like some German kid that's like aged with vampire dude. I can't like Alucard, and like he serves Alucard until like the very end.
He fights with strings.
But he's got this glove that just has like sharp ass strings, and he cuts anyway.
Well, there's like, dude. Oh, okay, yeah. Now that I think about it, I was about to reference. There's some dude also in like Game ga Kill that uses strings. And thinking about that, I have a little bit of an anecdote to tell on the Isaac man here.
The oldest of the unproductive memes.
We're sitting at a restaurant here where we live, and Tyler and I are talking about Kill la Kill. Isaac turns to me, looks me in the eyes, and goes, "Man, Kill la Kill is basically the Hunger Games of anime." And I look at him and go, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" And he's like, "Yeah, like every character dies in it." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Have you seen Kill la Kill?" He's like, "Yeah, it's really good. I like it. But like every character dies in it." And we have this back and forth, and I'm like, and I show him the main character of Kill la Kill. I'm like, "Are you sure this is what you're talking about?" He's like, "Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, I'm talking about a Kame ga Kill." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I realize, did you just spoil a Game ga Kill for me? Because I've never seen it.
Oh god.
I'm a fucking mind.
It truly is the Hunger. I want to call this episode like Kill la Kill, the Hunger Games of anime.
We're going to call it that. It's like, and I'm sitting like, how could you be so wrong?
Just don't give your fucking anime like, don't say kill, because then I'm gonna be like, Akame ga Kill, kill, fucking kill the dick.
No, that's one of the dojins.
Fuck.
Kill la dick.
Kill la dick.
Yeah. The music in it's so good.
Yeah, the music's great. Like the main like battle theme and like the main
When My Body Is Dry.
They get like remixed a bunch, and
yeah.
it's always hype.
Don't lose your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The openings are really weak. I'm not the biggest fan of the openings. Which to me is like, you need to have a good opening for your anime. For me to be like, especially the first couple episodes, fine, whatever. But once you get into like the full swing of your show, your opening needs to be good. Because that's really what keeps me going. Like, oh yeah, I really want to. You need to catch me with your opening, and then I go, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this show now. And your closing, I think your closing needs to be strong too, but it's not as important as the opening.
I think I like the open. I don't think they're like bad.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're weak.
I do know that I think they're all, both endings and both openings are like super obvious references to other shows.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like almost like shot for shot in some of the cases, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's like huge like lists of like every single reference, and sometimes there's like entire scenes that are almost entirely a reference to an older show.
Ryoko's original jacket that she wears has the Daiguren skull on it.
The show itself is like the whole plot is like it's almost a remake or a spiritual successor to this other show.
Oh god.
I can pull it up. It's
lore time.
Shit.
Yeah. The other show.
Project Eiko. It's a 1980s comedy battle anime movie.
Oh, alright.
It was actually one of the first anime that got like kind of popular in America.
Oh, alright.
But it's about like superhuman people in like evil clothes, and it's like some complex mix of over the top humor, awesome fights, and like character studies, and that's basically what Kill la Kill is too.
Yeah, I thought you were describing Kill la Kill. To be honest.
Yeah.
We're talking about that right now.
Yeah, it's a good show. I'd give it a gotta have it.
I'd give it a gotta have it as well. I didn't think like I said at the beginning, I didn't think I'd give it a gotta have it, but by the end, I was surprised how emotionally invested. I was surprised how emotional I got at the end.
You never cried over a piece of clothing in your fucking life?
If you have an anime that makes me cry at a death, like you know you got a good anime, because like especially like because Senketsu's like the straight man.
Yeah.
In this, because he's played straight throughout the whole thing. Ryoko kind of bounces up and down. She's like the hyper, like kind of aggressive, violent one, and Mako's the comic relief, and Senketsu's like the straight man. And nobody else can hear Senketsu, except for Ryoko. So everyone just thinks she's crazy because she's talking to her shirt.
Satsuki can
when she touches him.
Well, it's like a plot point at the end.
Yeah,
that she can hear him.
Yeah,
because he's like, I'm not clothes, but I'm not human.
I'm something in between.
I go on ladies' skin
real
nice.
Like when Ryuko and Senketsu were screaming at Ragyo, they're like, we're neither human nor clothing, but we're both human and clothing. She's like, that doesn't make any sense. They're like, we know. That's the point.
Yeah, it's Ryoko's not the smartest protagonist in anything.
Oh no.
She's really kind of dumb.
She never stops. She
kind of stops.
In one episode, she kind of stops because she finds out she's not a human being. But then by the end of the episode, she kind of turns around.
And she's like, she stumbles a little bit. Well, she kind of stumbles when Senketsu gets cut up, but then she's like, I'm back. All right.
She has to have her down moment.
She gets an Akira motorcycle, which is cool.
I would say, I think the most interesting theme of the show is like the duality of almost like everything. Like it's obvious.
Oh god, here we go.
It's obvious in some cases, like Ryuko and Satsuki are obviously like.
I hate that their color schemes are red and blue.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you literally could make it more obvious, but then there's stuff like
ugh.
The whole show is about like superpower clothes, but the main villain is someone who's obsessed with superpowered clothes, and like half the time when people are nude, it means like they're free from the shackles of the evil clothing, but then the other half the time it's like, oh, look at how fan servicey we can be. So it's like almost every like topic that the show covers, they look at it from like both angles.
Yeah, I mean their characters are hot, so whatever. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this show because it's just good. It's a good show. I gotta have it.
If you've seen it and you're here and you don't know about this theory, which I haven't like looked into that much, but it's really interesting.
Here we go.
That the whole show is like an allegory for the Warring States. Have you heard of this before?
It makes sense. I guess it can make
literally
sense.
literally every like fight scene in the show.
Does it make Satsuki Nobunaga?
I don't know. Every fight scene in the show has like a corresponding like historical event in the Warring States period, and like the school is named after like some town like that was like central to a bunch of battles, like Hinoji Village or some shit.
All right, cool. Dynasty Warriors, Kill la Kill.
I mean, I haven't looked into it yet.
Samurai Warriors, I should say.
If it's interesting,
Satsuki's Nobunaga.
If it's interesting, I'll find another excuse to talk about it. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd rate it. Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. What would you say?
2 gotta have it.
3 gotta have it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah. Watch it.
The official rating.
Well, I guess I should talk about our rating system. But like, hate it, don't like it.
We have hate it. I didn't even know we had hate it, don't like it.
Well,
we mostly just talked about things like we liked.
Yeah.
So.
It's hate it, don't like it, like it, love it, and gotta have it. So, there's our, 6 things.
I don't know. I feel like it should be I detest this. I really don't like it. Like it. Love it. Gotta have it.
Alright, so 5. That's fine.
Yeah. I feel like the opposite of gotta have it is I'm offended that it exists.
No, yeah, alright. I detest its existence.
Why does it exist?
Alright. That's good. So, thanks for watching, guys.
Listening, whatever you want to call it. However you heard
watching the nothing happening on your screen.
Or downloading the MP3, of
Welcome
course.
to the ASMR channel.
We're not gonna do that. Those ASMR weirdos freak me out.
I'm plotting your murder as of right now.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye!